Hello YouTube, let's talk about The Last of Us Remastered version on PlayStation 4. The Last of Us was a great game on PlayStation 3 already, but since the remastered version is supposed to be a lot better than the original one, I'm going to share my opinions now that I have finished the game with you. First of all, I'm very glad that I played the game. I didn't have time to catch the game on PlayStation 3, so I just waited for the remastered version. Because it was pretty obvious that they will re-release it due to the success of the PlayStation 3 version. Well, The Last of Us, first of all, it's another zombie game or infection game, however you wanna take it. It really doesn't offer that much new stuff if you compare it to another zombie stuff, virus stuff, 28 days perhaps. You're playing with Joel and you get together with a girl named Ellie. She's immune to the virus and so on. You probably can guess the story. But the story isn't anything that original, but the characters themselves, they are something so lifelike, so real. The emotions you feel and see them feeling, it just makes you care so much about Joel and Ellie. The other characters in the game that you come across, they don't feel like that. It just feels like the game creators were like, hey, let's put this character here and the story goes to this direction when you meet this guy, because such and such things. The friendship between Joel and Ellie is something very great to see. It doesn't start right away and you enjoy seeing every dialogue, every conversation just going on, and it just it feels like how real people would act, and that's something that you still don't see that often in games nowadays. There are breathtaking moments in the game. I'm not going to talk them in detail. You can watch my playthrough, walkthrough of the game that I uploaded earlier. If you can't play the game yourself, but if you can, please pick up the game. And if you have played the game on PS3 and just lately, I do suggest you pick up the PlayStation 4 copy of the game when the game is on sale or something and you have already forgotten the little stuff, if not the large stuff of the game, and you will enjoy it. The graphics are improved a lot. Textures, resolution, anti-aliasing hair, the lightning, the shadows, everything is just sharp, beautiful, and in 60 frames per second. That's the thing that I enjoy. 60 frames per second is something that I enjoy a lot nowadays on consoles. I'm going to talk about the core game itself now, about the gameplay. The gameplay is at best when you're sneaking around and stealth killing enemies. You do a lot of scavenging, or at least I did, which makes the games maybe too easy, because at many points I had maximized inventory items, bombs, medkits, everything, shivs, and I didn't find myself using them so much because I always thought that, wait, I have so much ammunition, why would I use these bombs to the enemies, or I can't just sneak past the enemies, so why would I waste my ammunition? That's the, like, I was all the time on the edge of like, okay, I'm going to spare all my ammunition and bombs and medkits to some hard position state in the game, but that state never came. Like, it's the very end of the game, there's a lot of enemies with guns. The gunplay isn't that good. It's like a cheap version of Uncharted series. It just doesn't play right. It doesn't feel right, and the controls doesn't shine when you're shooting and someone is shooting at you, and it feels unnatural how the bullets ricochet and hit the enemies. The enemies don't react like they would be shot. At those points the bombs and something like that were quite useful, but still I had so much scavenged items left behind just because I had my inventory full all the time. Sometimes the AI just knows where you are. The AI in the game, it's somewhat good. It acts somewhat realistic, except when it runs on the walls and doesn't know how to duck behind the covers and just stands there, or then it seems like they can see through the wall and run straight to you even when you are unnoticed. And Ellie can sometimes break the illusion of stealth by running past the enemy, like literally running from 10 centimeters away from the enemy's face, and the enemies don't see Ellie because you are hidden somewhere. Overall, the game is very beautiful, very enjoyable. Characters, gameplay, graphics, audio, everything is just near perfect. It's hard to improve here, but there's just little things that you could do better, and that's why despite of that, I'm going to give my both thumbs up for this game, and I really hope you will pick up the game. If you haven't played, or if you have played on PS3, pick up it at PS4 and enjoy the great experience again.